Daddy, let's fly. With the help of today's advanced technology, I'm able to make my dream come true and perform with my father. My name is Gary Baines Jr., and I have been a tap dancer for the last 14 years. My father, Gary Baines Sr., began playing the saxophone when he was in the 7th grade. But before that, he was a clarinet player. Around that time, his big brother was in a band, and for whatever reason, their saxophone player had to leave the group. So my father said, well shoot, I'll come in and play with y'all. His brother looked at him and said, I ain't getting on stage with no damn clarinet. So then my dad said, okay, well, I'll learn how to play the saxophone then. So he switched to the saxophone, started playing with his brother's band, and the rest is history. My dad started developing symptoms in the mid-90s, and shortly after that, he was officially diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at the primary progressive level. And around that time, I watched him go through all the physical challenges of MS, such as walking with a cane, and even his leg going out on him at any given time. I'm doing this project for 2 reasons. The first one is to make my dream come true and perform with my father. Growing up, I used to watch my father perform on stage numerous times, and I said to myself, one day I'm gonna perform with him. I didn't know how it was gonna happen, but I knew that it would happen one day. When I started learning how to tap dance, his physical condition started to get worse. And eventually he became wheelchair bound. And by the time I started performing, he had lost most of his strength on the left side of his body, and he couldn't play his saxophone anymore. When he was no longer able to play, I felt like my dream of performing with him was just crushed into pieces. It's really hard to see him with MS. Because of the kind of person that he was, and just with performing, music was his life. That's what he did best. And I feel like it was taken away from him. And it just hurts me to see that what he loved most and did the best was just taken from him. I would do anything to just see him perform again. And I still have faith that there will be a cure for MS so that he could get out of his chair and get up on stage and start performing again. Because I know that's the first thing he would do. My second reason for doing this project is to raise awareness of multiple sclerosis. Now, I have both friends and family that have been diagnosed with MS, including my sister Dania, who was diagnosed in 2006. And also, there are a lot of celebrities out there that are affected by this disease. And just to name a few, there's Montel Williams, Jack Osbourne, Richard Pryor, Alan Osman, Tamia, and Jamie Lynn Sigler. And even our First Lady, Michelle Obama, her father, Mr. Fraser C. Robinson III, he was battling MS before he passed away. Now, my hope is that with this project, that people will educate themselves of multiple sclerosis, and that this will help to find a cure. For this performance, I'm going to tap dance with my father while he's playing a 25-second sax solo. In the original footage, it was filmed in 1991, and he was 31 years old, and he was playing with a group of friends in a band called Fro Brothers Revenge. Daddy, because of you I love being on stage and performing. You have been my #1 inspiration with entertainment, and I'm so proud to share this moment with you. I love you so much, and I feel blessed and honored to have your first and last name. Now, with that said, it's time for us to jam.
And now, performing on stage for the first time together, Gary Baines Sr. on sax and Gary Baines Jr. on taps.